take number 20, I think this might be. Right, this is going to be the one. I'm sat in the van because the weather decided to rain today. After being dry for weeks, it decided to rain today when I'm trying to film this video. And I've been sat here for far too long trying to film it because it's quite a difficult one to get everything I want to say across in the right way. But I have just been watching every YouTube content creator does when they put out their ace card to try and get as many clicks and as many views by making a thumbnail saying, I'm quitting, or I'm moving on, or I've had enough. Sorry about that, a little bit clickbaity I know, but clickbait suggests that there's no truth in it, and there is truth in it because I'm quitting something, but it's not nothing but fishing. After 7 and a bit years, I have decided to step away from my role as content creator for Carpology magazine. Been a huge decision to make, and one that every other day or sleepless nights I start to think, is this the right decision? Because what I'll get onto is the future plans is a little bit daunting. But the reason for changing is after 7 and a bit years, I'm starting to get to the stage where I'm thinking, how many more years can I keep making product videos and filming other people's sessions and stuff before I start to think I'm not enjoying this anymore. I didn't want to get to the stage of my career where I was burnt out and bored of what I was doing. So I guess there's some element of that whole I'm quitting YouTube thing, but not in the capacity that a lot of people do these clickbait videos for, because I am carrying on YouTube. So after 7 and a bit years, as I said, I thought, let's move on. Now, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at Carpology. I've travelled all over the UK, visited hundreds, if not thousands of lakes, made hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands, if not tens of thousands of videos as well for Carpology and other platforms and social media all across Europe as well, and also filmed with some of the best anglers in the game. So you may be thinking, why on earth would you leave this job? That sounds like an absolute dream. And it has been an absolute dream, but for the reasons already stated, I'm starting to get itchy feet and think maybe there's a bit more to life, and it's quite a time-consuming job. That's what people don't see, is that you're on the road a lot, you're away from home a lot, and a massive change in my life recently, of course, was having my daughter Lily, and having to leave her for several days at a time or a week at a time really does tug at the heartstrings as a new dad. And I see her growing up and thinking, I really don't want to miss much more of this. I want to control what I'm doing with my life, my career, a little bit more than what I currently do. So that's probably the biggest reason for making this change, is for my family and family life, which I don't think is a bad decision to make. It's a scary one because going forward, as I get onto in a second, it's a little bit unsure as it stands. But that's the reasons for moving on from Carpology. But thoroughly enjoyed my time, and a massive, massive thank you to Joe and Rob, who are my bosses, who I call them bosses because they employed me. But more than that, they are great mates now and have been since day one. It never felt like working for bosses or people above me. It's always been a real great family feel, and that's something that I'm really going to miss, is the fact that working with them hasn't felt like an employment. It's just felt like a bunch of mates making YouTube videos. So a massive thank you to them, and I'm going to stop waffling on there because they're going to get a bit too soppy, and I might get a bit soppy as well. So what next for me is the next question. Well, first of all, Nuffinbutfishing is a mainstay. This is how I started my YouTube career, and it's how it's going to continue to create my fishing content. And what this means, now that I'm going freelance, is that I've got much more time for content on this channel to make the videos I want to make, do what I want to do, and hopefully you guys still watch them, because at the end of the day, I still need to make a living out of these videos, but it's not probably going to be enough for me to make a living out of just this channel, which is why I've set up Nothing But Vlogs. So this is my second channel. There should be a thumbnail or a logo popping up somewhere. If you can click on that at the end of the video, head over there and subscribe to it. This channel is going to be for a whole manner of different things. So rather than me just filming fishing content and maybe getting a little bit bored and running out of my creative juices of filming rods again, filming a fish again, as much as I enjoy that, I think having a bit of diversity in what I film and create and put up on YouTube is going to make me enjoy my work a lot more on the whole. So on that channel is going to be just that. Anything I fancy filming that I think you guys might be interested in, whether you're interested in it or not, it's probably going to go up on there. There's already a few videos on there, so after this video, if you don't mind heading over there, giving some of them a watch, and if you like what you see, be massive help if you could give it a sub, follow me, hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything on there, because the more that channel starts to grow, the more opportunities I'll have to do content like that on there. But of course, continue to follow me on here for all my fishing ventures. So that's my 2 YouTube channels. Social media is all staying the same. I already upload what I'm doing on my Nothing But Fishing channels, so that should stay exactly the same content. But if you like the kind of day-to-day life and things I get up to outside of fishing, then Nothing But Vlogs is definitely going to be something you need to check out. It would mean a lot if you could do that. And lastly, Nothing But Fishing and Nothing But Vlogs on my YouTube side. I guess I've still got to have a career, the day-to-day stuff that's going to pay the bills, and that is JW Media. So I've setting up my own media company where It's exactly that. I'm a cameraman, presenter, so if you need to hire me for any kind of film work and editing stuff, then here's my details, and it'll also be in the description below. So I'll be filming all sorts. And already, whilst I've been setting up my new channel, I filmed things like car detailing. I did some wood turning yesterday, which is going to be on my Nuffinbutfishing channel very soon. I've done some gardening stuff, I've done some upcycling, and there's lots more planned. I've even got car experience this year doing some drifting, so I'm sure I'll be filming that. So there's loads of content that's going to be coming from me on loads of different platforms, so I'd really appreciate it if you continue to follow me on the ones you already are, and also follow me on the Nuffinbutfishing, and maybe check out my JW Media, which I don't actually have a website yet. I got to work on that. But that's how you can contact me anyway, through my social media, through my emails. That's everything. So that's everything in a nutshell. That's everything in a nutshell. I didn't have to say it as quick as I did then. I've got 1 week left at Carpology, and that ends next week after a week at Le Quay in France, which is why I'm in the van as well as the rains, because the van is fully loaded up and we're just hours away from leaving to go to the Channel Tunnel and head over to France. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great send-off, probably a few beers on the bank, and hopefully some French whackers. But straight after that, I'm going to Holland, where my wife will be with Lily, and I'll be doing some more fishing there. So make sure you are following me on here, because there's going to be some trips from Holland and much more in the future coming from this channel. I think that was the take. Hopefully that was enough and everything was in there. How long was it? Swipe to unlock screen. 7 minutes since I hit record. That should do. I could sit here till 10 minutes so I can get ads on it. Follow me on here, follow me on there, follow me over there, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of the content along the way. I think that's a wrap. See you guys. That didn't work at all. There we go.